Hello everyone, welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy and this is Scruffy Tales. And I'm doing something is it my first? I've done some commentary on other YouTube videos, that's true, but I think this technically will be my first reaction video, and I'm gonna take a look at the Swedish Armed Forces as I highlight some new capabilities in hunting down enemy drones, finding them, spotting them, and engaging them and taking them down. So we're gonna take a look at the video. There's gonna be a link down below to the original video if you want to watch and listen to all the interviews and stuff. So I'm gonna be jumping around a bit in the video. Hopefully it won't be demonetized, you never know. So we'll see what happens with that. But onward to the reaction, and don't forget to click the link to the original video down below. Right, I'm gonna do something I very extremely rarely do. This is gonna be my first reaction video. Jesus Christ, this is the Swedish Defense Forces that has released a video. Did it 24 hours ago. And they are demonstrating their new anti-drone capabilities. And when people talking about drones are going to be the future, yeah, yes they are. Drones are not going to go away. They're going to affect future combat zones and conflicts in a massive way. But here's the thing with Western armies and their approach to a problem here. They see the threat of drones. And ever since the drones became a thing en masse, Western armies have worked to dominate this new battle space. Right? So they see a threat, and now Western thinking, Western doctrine is, okay, we have to dominate the battle space. Right? We have to dominate tank warfare, infantry combat, air combat. Now when it comes to drones, we have to dominate drone combat, and that means clearing the skies of enemy drones so that our own drones can go in for the kill. And the Swedish Armed Forces has released a video here, a brief one, 3 and 38, as you can see down here. So let's see what happens. Trucks on the move. And I thought this is interesting. Here we have Galten. Or is it the new Sisu? Did I just fuck up? Here we have old trustworthy boof. Take a look at this. Okay, so highlighting that this is the future of the Swedish Armed Forces. The AK-24, the brand new assault rifle, on hold because it's not reliable. You can't trust it yet. There are some issues with late discharges, like you pull the trigger and a full second later the bullet goes off. So no, they're on hold, but fancy new helmet. Comtax has been a thing in the Swedish army for 25 years. Nothing new with the Comtax. Standard issue to all Swedish soldiers, conscripts, career, whatever. Everyone has them, but take a look at the fancy new helmet. I'm not as excited about the AK-24 as I am excited about the new helmet, to be perfectly honest. But here we have an indication. He has his own private gloves because, you know, private gloves are a good thing. Absolutely. No joke. Okay, here we go. Knife, always, you always need a knife in the woods. Radar. 50 cal. Is that a low key? The new anti-drone kit. Here you have the 40mm Bofors. So interesting. Taking a look. This gun was made back in the 1930s. 100 years later, it is still going strong, and it's back in its original anti-air role. Instead of hunting enemy fighters, it is now hunting enemy drones. It made a slight shift for a couple of decades, moving away from anti-drone or anti-aircraft work into being an infantry fighting vehicle gun, a very capable anti-armor weapon. But now it's back in its prime glory of hunting threats in the skies. We, of course, Sweden, of course, has the 40mm Bofors on the self-propelled anti-aircraft gun, the CV90 version. But still, it's nice seeing it back in its intended role. We're gonna jump ahead, so you can. I'm gonna leave the link down below so you can watch the full thing on your own. So go over there and share some love to the Swedish Armed Forces here. You can see how they're training with some drones to have some targets, and radar systems to detect the drones in the air. Various types of drones, radar system, more electronic warfare systems. Radar, gun, looking for targets, jumping ahead. So for the interview, please check out the original video down below. And there's some, they interview some of the conscripts that are being trained on the system. So yes, we are apparently training conscripts on these brand new systems. Lucky bastards. Oh, here we can see how we're using the radar and in order to guide in guns on target. And that's away you go. And there's some secret people throwing away drones to be shot down. Take a look. Boom. And 40mm Bofors. And away you go. And she thinks it's very scary with drones. Haven't experienced them in this train op to see how they operate and stuff like that. And here you have the system with trucks and radars and guns. Let's jump back and see here. Bum, 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 bum. And down you go. So this is what the West basically does. We find a new battle space and then we push in to dominate that battle space. And the West obviously has more resources and currently not at war. It gives the West a massive advantage in pursuing various systems and options in achieving the goals of establishing supremacy in the battle space concerning drones. And that's the end of the video. So please do check the link down below. I think this is really fascinating, and it gives us an insight into Western thinking. Oh, new battle space, new threats, we need to dominate. And then we're looking, of course, at what the Ukrainians are doing, learning from the Ukrainians, and using our vast resources and our technology advantage to gain an advantage over the threat that is Russian drones, right? So, in the best of worlds, we would develop these and hand it straight over to Ukraine. Ukrainians are a bit on their own, sadly. The Ukrainians would love to have access to our funding, our technology and everything, but it is what it is. They are on their own. But really cool to see how this is developing. That, let's see if we can find it again. Where did you go? Is this the system? This gun linked up to a radar was... or did we see it in another image, a better image? So much for my reaction video here. I think this is the one. Yeah, so you have this. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, this radar. And being linked with this gun. Saab put that together. I think it was in 3 months. And they had a pickup truck. And they put the gun on one pickup truck. And then they had radar on another pickup truck. And they just bolted it all together and mishmashed it electronically and got it to work. Because the armed forces and the government, we need to be able to be quick on our feet, invent things on the fly to stay ahead of the game. And so you have 3 months to come up to a solution how we can bring down drones. And Saab went straight at it. And in 3 months put together this anti-drone system with this existing radar, with an existing gun, managed to merge them to track and take down drones in the sky. And here we have the finished product as it appears. And then, of course, we have, I've forgotten the name of the Bofors vehicle. I saw a trailer for it some months ago. This here. This truck flatbed with a 40mm Bofors on it. So this is also... a advanced capability in order to take down drones. So drone warfare in the future will not be what we see in Ukraine today. In the next conflict, if a Western nation is involved, we will see the Western nation or nations actively engaging drones, hunting down drones. We will probably see more drone-on-drone fights as well. So drones will not be as dominant in the next war, in the next conflict, as we're seeing in Ukraine. That is not going to be a thing. I mean, imagine if you have drones high up with the cameras trying to scout, they will be easily spotted by radar and shot down instantly. So you won't have that bird's eye view in the next war. The problem is when drones fly in and lie in wait, as we see the Russians and Ukrainians do. They fly in 10, 12 kilometers, they go down with fiber optics, land somewhere and wait for a target to appear, and then they fly forward, almost like an active mine system. That will be difficult to stop. But the surveillance drones, the bird's eye view drones, they will be hunted down. And also, when you're conducting a push and drones fly in and try and stop and advance, then you can have these systems a bit behind, further behind, and they will be able to protect the advancing forces. Also, as you can imagine, these units will probably be operating around artillery systems. So as drones fly in and try and hunt down artillery systems, these guns will pick them off. And that means you regain the fluid shoot and scoot capability that is not as prevalent down in Ukraine, where it's a smaller version of shoot and scoot, where you move out a couple of 100 meters, fire, and then move back into cover and drive into a hideout. It's basically shoot and scoot, absolutely, but it's not. You're not leaving the area entirely, because then a drone might find you. So when these come in play en masse and can begin gunning down drones, that frees up the movement for artillery, and it also frees up the movement for assaulting units. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna leave a link down below so you can head on over and check out the video and listen to all the interviews. Interesting to listen to what the conscripts have to say about the system, about drones, and the new reality of warfare. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Gå på marsch framåt.